So we're off to a cracking start here, ladies and gentlemen. Grand Leader Zeno. So what, pimp mecha of the North?
Sure. Yes. Thinking about you, Nazeth. Did I answer your question?
Unfortunately.
Admiral Zeno.
Is it too late to quit this?
Yes.
General of the 3rd Sheep Herding Battalion.
Get your gravy all over her.
Standard operating procedure in most anime at this point. You just activated my capitalism card. Welcome one and all to this our 144th cycle of this unending nightmare, which has all the subtlety and grace of the preceding 143 others. Needless to say, that is not much at all. But in these most trying of global times, we need a leader, a man with suave, a born hero with a charismatic aura that doesn't do absolutely crazy shit to serve themselves, someone to bring the price of a Froggo back down to 10p. That man is probably not going to be Zeno, but what the hell, let's give this a go?
Yeah,
you're laughing now. Today's episode is focusing on the what ifs, but less Marvel and more sweaty anime nonsense. So today we'll find out if Zeno has what it takes to be a leader. Are you ready?
Oh, that's the topic. Okay, yeah. I was like, what's the topic of this? Like,
or is that just a joke?
Okay. No. Genuinely. I was just like, wait, am I some sort of like president of anime? Or...
So we're off to a cracking start here, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I mean, it kind of, it's fitting for the world of today. Anyway, moving on then. First question, Grand Leader Zeno. You have been given charge of 4 world peace enforcing mecha, each representing the 4 cardinal directions, but each needs a theme to inspire the world order. What would you theme these 4 giant order making mecha, and what would be their names?
Oh god. Oh dear god, this is... Oh my god. So, one mecha will be themed after mecha, so it'll be a mecha of mecha. Right?
Isn't that just the Power Rangers mecha?
Yeah, pretty much. I was thinking more like along the lines of Gurren Lagann, but you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So what? Pimp mecha of the North?
Sure. Yes. Pimp mecha of the North. Another one will be the mecha of fan service, because you just know. And there's going to be at least a non-zero number of beach volleyballs. There's going to be a mecha of feudal Japan. I'm thinking about you, Nazeth. And just because I saw a video of Bocce the Rock earlier, there's going to be a mecha of social anxieties, which also truly personifies weebdom.
These are all feeling very targeted.
What? It's all about the weeb, isn't it? Isn't it?
That's fair. No. If that's your world order, that's your world order. I'm not gonna.
Did I answer your question?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, I regret asking it.
As you should.
Admiral Zeno, we've seen how shows like Haikyuu can have an impact on high school volleyball teams. How can we get more students into the Neo Navy, and how does it involve the Yamato?
The Neo Navy?
That's what we're calling it.
Okay.
It also involves spaceflight.
Okay, what we need to do, right? I've never actually seen. Is it Space Battleship Yamato? I haven't actually seen it. But what we need to do, right? This is real simple. What we need is a simulated society of naval combat, right? But we can't just have naval combat out in the real world because the destruction will be too great. So what we need is a fortress, like a mobile fortress that has naval combat on the mobile fortress, right? So think Girls and Panzer, right?
Oh my god, I knew it!
But bigger for naval combat.
I feel like I've gotten this answer out of you before.
Well, it sounds like you asked the same question before. Like,
No,
but
I didn't. That's the weird
So-
part.
so the thing in Girls and Panzer is like literally they have a literal country on a fucking aircraft carrier. Like it's an absolute massive aircraft carrier, and it's just so that they can have tank battles on the aircraft carrier. So it's like they got countryside, they've got towns, they've got cities. This thing is fucking mahoosive, right? It's the UK on an aircraft carrier, right? Just imagine one that can support oceans, and then you got your naval combat on an aircraft carrier. Turns out the world was on an aircraft carrier all along.
Oh my god, instead of giant turtles, it was a giant aircraft.
Aircraft carrier.
Is it too late to quit this?
Yes.
Oh shit.
Okay. Zeno, as the general of the 3rd Sheep Herding Battalion,
Oh my
we
God.
seem to have some discrepancies with the armory. So I want to ask you, where do the overhyped one-episode power-ups disappear to?
Oh, well, you see, so someone put them in a shed, but it was an undisclosed shed. It wasn't properly labeled or anything like that, because you didn't want to just advertise what was inside. And then turns out that we had various different isekai protagonists come along, and we were like, oh yeah, well, help yourself to whatever you can find, sort of thing. We didn't realize that those merchant isekai protagonists that weren't really interested in adventuring, like campfire cooking in another world, or possibly the greatest alchemist. We didn't realize that maybe they would just steal stuff and sell it on to like other countries and create weapons of mass destruction. And we thought to ourselves, if we didn't leave them out in the open for renegades like Vegeta and Alucard to just find randomly, it would be good if we just kept them safe. And so turns out isekai protagonist merchants, they don't keep their grubby mitts off things.
Ding 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 ding.
Nazist Vegeta should count.
Well, I mean, that does count. Yumikana is right. If you would please reveal Yumikana's taboo anime.
Yeah, that counts. 100%. That counts. Dragon Ball Z, that counts.
All right, God Emperor Zeno.
Oh, God Emperor of Weeb kind.
Sure, knock yourself out. Sometimes the problem of drugs, addiction, and vice can only be overcome by providing the nameless masses with a new focus, something new to dive their lives into. What new world-gripping vice would you give the peasantry to keep them away from harmful things like drugs and pop music?
I've got 2 ideas that have come to mind.
How many of them will I strangle you for?
I don't know. Okay, so the first one that doesn't work, the first one that backfires, isekai trucks, right? We thought this was a good idea for all of 5 seconds, when we realized then that the weebs were throwing themselves in front of trucks, and as a result they were skipping out on conscription, right? It's just like whoa, no. So then we decided, how can we get around this? Magical girl powers, right? So if you can prove your weebitude at your local conscription office, we will give you an adequately powerful magical girl wand.
Do you get a transformation with it?
Well, that's what you think you're getting, but in fact, it's just a piece of plastic.
Oh.
So
So you're selling merch.
Well, it's not so much selling, it's more like just getting rid of the stuff that wouldn't sell.
So, let me get this right. You get conscripted, you get given a wand, and your magical transformation is into a military uniform.
You get it.
Perfect. Alright, cool.
Commander Zeno, the enemy has deployed highly advanced robot girls. We need our own robot girls to counter them. What special ability will you give our robot girls to give them the edge on the front lines?
The only thing I can think of is they turn into right. You know how the devils in Chainsaw Man have like weird body contortion, like shenanigans going on. That's the only thing I can think of. Right. That's so basically you just think that they're maids just like on the battlefield. You're left a little confused what the hell's going on, and then all of a sudden you got like the maid devil just comes out, just erupts into like throwing the good china at people, and it's like, serrated edged, and yeah, that's the only thing I can think of.
Wow.
What?
I'm just very underwhelmed.
Yeah.
You could have given her combat training, or a hand that can vacuum, or
Laser eyes.
Transforming feet that turn into tank treads.
Nipple lasers.
You can crush a Challenger Mark II between their thighs. I mean,
I'm sticking with like weird, monstrous transformations. There you go.
So, Zeno, as the overseer of the Order of the Silver Sheep, we seem to be facing some issues with nepotism. So, what character had the way too easy to get power-ups that they didn't deserve?
I'm not going to pick this as an answer, but like this instantly jumps into my head. Basically, there's this one anime where the main protagonist, he gets isekai'd, and the world setting is you can only eat one super fruit, like in One Piece. If you eat more than one, it will kill you, right? Except for the fruit he eats allows him to eat multiple fruit. And like, yeah, this is bullshit. That's
like wishing for more wishes.
I know, right? It's so fucking bullshit. Anyway, what was the actual question? Sorry.
What character had it way too easy to get power-ups they didn't deserve?
Oh, okay. I'm gonna say the most bullshit power-up, the most bullshit. What the fuck? And I love it. I will always fucking 100%. This is fucking fantastic. But this is fucking bullshit. And that's how the fact that Star Platinum got the world. That's just like,
Oh God.
Jotaro was just like,
Yeah.
I can do it now. What? I can do it now. Huh? He got so fast. He was able to do the world. That was it. That was it.
Amazing.
There you go.
Behold the wild Xenogelion. For generations, his kind have struggled to survive without the use of elbows. This often led to strange clipping and odd behaviors, but the Xenogelion was quite happy in his little niche. However, nature is cruel and often forces selection pressures. And so behold, after generations spent alone, watched and heckled by a cruel peanut gallery, the Xenogelion has developed a new survival strategy. With the careful application of elbow trackers, he can exist in this strange VR environment with far less clipping, far more maneuverability, and a much greater ability to express himself. Did you notice? You've been watching this whole time. Please, consider helping the Xenogelion evolve even further by joining his Patreon at patreon.com/Xenogelion, where you can help him to hire like-minded fellows to repopulate this beautiful landscape. And you'll also get access to an extended version of this show. We'll get to see interactions like this.
We are in the Patreon section. And if any of you want to see this content, which is weird because you'll be seeing this content if you're already signed up. So it's kind of redundant me saying this, but there's extra benefits like seeing Zeno train child soldiers, or
Watching the live executions.
Yeah, live executions in Xeno's Weebistan.
Oh my god.
Just sign up, patreon.com/Xenogelion. You know where to go. Send him money, and maybe he'll stop punishing me by inviting me.
Never.
Oh, truly, nature is beautiful. Let's get back to watching it, shall we?
Zeno, master of all that he surveys. 2 warring nations cannot find peace under your glorious regime of whatever the fuckistan you run.
What the fuck is that?
You know the place. I've seen the flag.
It's Weebistan.
Oh, it is Weebistan. Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
it is Weebistan.
Sorry, I don't want to get that wrong. It's just the flag, just a big pair of anime titties on it.
No, it's the Opie thing on the
Well, now we've deigned that Weebistan is Weebistan is the official regime here. You have to design a competition for these two warring nations under the grand flag of Weebistan, and there are two champions, and you have to design the contest that they fight in. But you also have to tell me, how would you monetize it for live TV?
Okay, so first off, monetization. This is the easiest part, right? That's going to be through an Audible sponsorship on Twitch. So every 5 minutes, there's going to be another ad reel that for Audible, right? That's going to last another 2 minutes. But the two characters, one of them is Anas Voldigold from the Misfit of Demon King Academy, and the other one, if anyone can remember his name, because I can't, is the main protagonist from The Irregular at Magic High School, right? Anyone remember his name?
That's not a show. It can't hurt you.
Right? Now, these two characters are utter bullshit powerful, right?
Okay.
What are they going to... What is there going to be their competition?
Great British Bake Off, could be anything.
Oh, I do like the sound of Great British Bake Off.
The Great Weeb-off.
Oh, the Great Weeb-off. That's it. That is it. Okay, I got it. Right. They have to sculpt a perfect replica of Rias Grammary, right? And like, it doesn't matter what the scale is, but it has to be like, you know, the dimensions have to be accurate. And Rudius Grey Rat's going to be the ones that actually judge the winner.
Sculpted out of mashed potatoes.
No, that's it. Although that
Get your gravy all over her.
Standard operating procedure in most anime at this point.
But okay, so here's the big thing about Anos Voldigold. He killed someone with his heartbeat multiple times. The same person multiple times. And the Irregular at Magic High School, I don't know how to best describe his bullshittery. He made a magic suit that allows him to fly around in space.
Okay.
Yeah. So, sculpture contest.
Anyway, you did mention Rias, so would you please reveal Bear's taboo anime?
Yeah, it was gonna happen. It was gonna happen.
Komisar Zeno, how do we get these cowardly anime comedy sidekicks to stop running away and use their true power?
You know what, I'm gonna pick on Joey Wheeler. So we make Joey great again by giving him illegal Yu-Gi-Oh cards. So yeah, these are like printed from my parents' Epson printer.
Oh my god.
So we've got was it Blue Eyes White Dragon? Yeah, so Green Eyes Grey Dragon. That does a gajillion damage. Really, really big pot of cards that allows you to draw your opponent's entire deck. What else we got?
Time Salesman.
Sorry, what? Time Salesman.
Instead of Time Wizard.
Oh, right, yeah, Time Salesman. They will sell you a subscription to Time Magazine. They'll just help themselves to your wallet while you're playing the game.
You just activated my capitalism card.
There you go. We give Joey Wheeler brand new cards, never before seen, and a whole new set of instructions, maybe written in crayon.
Okay. Zeno of the Bureau of the Hidden Sheep. Due to your studies of the enemy's propaganda and the tactics, what would you say is the most hyped enemy that had the most disappointing fight?
Can I say Michael Jackson?
What? Excuse me?
It's oh fuck, what's his Muzen?
Oh, there you go. All right, okay, all right, that makes sense.
Yeah, see, that GIF explains everything you need to know, right?
It really does.
You know, it just Yeah, there you go. And like all it took was destroying an entire castle on his ass, and you know, he completely disappointing fight. It was complete letdown, and the whole series is over, never to be concluded in a 3-part movie series at all. Nope.
Okay. Commandant General Zeno, Master of all you survey, Leader of the Free Nations, other titles that I can't be bothered to explain. Trade, as we all know, is tantamount to leading a good nation. And as the Pie Man in Chief of your wondrous new empire, you have to pick a country to trade with, but the only trade goods you have are Greg's sausage rolls.
Oh god.
Who do you trade with, and what do you get in return?
So gotta trade Greg's sausage rolls. Like I could go anywhere. I could trade with anyone. I have such power.
With great power comes great sausage rolls.
No, with great sausage rolls comes like a blank checkbook. Oh, we're swimming in gravy at this point.
I love how you don't have the military-industrial complex. You have the bakery-industrial complex.
It's like with such gravy comes a gigantic battleship where we can have naval battle operations. So which country am I gonna trade with? You know what? I'm gonna break the mold here, right? I'm gonna trade with the UK, but it's not the UK of today. It's the UK. It's Britannia of 7 deadly sins, right? We will trade with ancient fantasy England in Greg's sausage rolls.
Go on.
To get their magic. And as we'll export their magic and sell it to the rest of the world. And that's how we can make the magical girl ones actually give you proper transformation sequences, right? It's all coming together now.
History will change, and the magic ones will actually look like sausage rolls.
But they'll work. They'll actually have magic, and you can magic girl transformation with them. The only difficulty is not eating them.
I'm just uncomfortable with putting sausages in magical girls.
Moving on. Next question.
Grand Marshal Zeno, what figures are in your underground bunker, and what Funko Pop are you being forced to bring?
Oh!
You need to preserve history somehow.
Can I say all my figures are down in the bunker?
Priority, you're moving them in. Which ones gets moved first?
The 425 pound and not weight, but pound sterling Guyver figure that I got.
Hell yeah.
100%. Which Funko Pop am I bringing? Oh god. Can I bring one of Elon Musk and put a sign underneath it saying "Bad Man"?
This represents all of the evil in our world, both the figure and the Funko Pop.
No. Better yet. Do not admit, and it's a Funko Pop of Elon Musk.
So, Zeno, as the overseer of the sheep-infested island, this question should be close to home. Since one of the laziest things that the writer of the Harry Potter did was introducing Avada Kedavra, what would you say is the anime equivalent of a power that had to have nearly every action scene written around it, but not in any way interesting?
Okay, can I just point out, I'm not from New Zealand. Just gonna throw that out there. The second thing, I feel it's the shitty fucking appraisal skill from fucking Black Summoner. I mean, the fucking appraisal skills need to just die in a bin anyway. Just torch that thing. But I really feel the appraisal skill in Black Summoner is just like, is so fucking OP, and because of it, nothing fucking happened.
Has anybody else here watched Black Summoner?
I don't watch terrible anime.
Thank you, lucky stars. Yes, trash isekai, but garbage. It's awful. It's just anything with a fucking appraisal skill is just like, and now I'm gonna look at you in a certain weird way, and as a result, I know everything about you, and I can create boredom. Yeah, fucking appraisal skills. They need to get in the bin.
I would have gone Spirit Bomb, truthfully.
He's dipped into that well too much already.
That's true.
Kami Hummy had enough. Well, if anything, this has taught us that Zeno should not be handed the reins of power, nor should he even be on the horse. Hell, he shouldn't even be the road that the horse walks on. It's all a mess. We're all doomed.
But what about the road on the battleship for the
Not
Navy?
even that. No. Back in your box. Get out of here. It's all a mess. We're all doomed. And I know this may seem like a down note to end the show on, but we'll chin up, eh? We're all going to get isekai by Meteor-san sometime soon, perhaps. So we'll see you on the next episode of Oh No, Zeno captured me and is forcing me to ask him questions at gunpoint. Bye!
We don't have guns in Izweebistan. We have sausage rolls.